Hi everyone. Very glad to be recording for you, but it's very unfortunate that I can't be with you in person today. Um, what I'm going to cover in this 15 minutes video, around 15 minutes video, is that we're going to look at the traditional definition of Diwali, and we're going to look at my interpretation of it, and then we're going to do like a quick breathing exercise which will put you in the mood for Diwali and try to understand the essence of it, which is actually the second point I'm going to make in this session. All right. So the traditional view of Diwali is that it's about darkness and light, and it's how light conquers darkness. Let's say so, which is like a sort of analogy for how truth wins over lies, or how good wins over evil. Let's say. All right, so that's the general essence of Diwali, and it's during this festival people share a lot. We light lamps to actually bring light to darkness and all that. So that's the traditional view of it. And what it kind of encourages in people is it encourages people to do good, right? Now, while this is a very noble way of looking at it, um, when you do good, actually you feel good also, okay? And there is a very scientific explanation for it actually, because when you do good things, you feel good because of the dopamine level in the body. Okay, so it triggers a dopamine level and you actually feel good. So it's a sort of nature's way of kind of guiding us to have a moral compass, because when you're doing good things, you're feeling good. So logically you know that that's the good and the right thing to do. So that's probably how morality was developed and instilled in society, let's say. All right, unless there are some extreme cases where you have psychopaths where they do bad things and they still feel good, but that's like a very minimum percentage of people in society anyway. So that's the traditional way of looking at it, where you do good because it's the right thing to do and you feel good about it. But I actually would like to challenge that perspective in the context of Diwali, where I think that you can do good because it's the right thing to do without clinging ourselves to the idea of feeling good. Because when you do good, and let's say you do good and you don't feel good, because sometimes maybe you need to take certain decisions where it's the right thing to do, but it could be to your disadvantage, so you may not feel good. So there are certain situations where you actually need to do something ethical, so something good for others, which may not be exactly good for you. So in these cases, you don't have the feeling good factor. So it's very important to focus on the act being as pure as it can be. And the only way we can actually have that sort of balance or that sort of equanimity, let's say, is by actually having a very clear way of thinking, a very detached, clear, and rational way of thinking. And to have that sort of thinking, usually you have like meditation practices, you have breathing practices which help you to settle and be in that state whereby you can really look at things the way they are without tainting the reality or the perception of reality with your emotions and thoughts. All right, and this is what we're going to do in this session. I'm going to guide you through a breathing pattern which you're going to do with me, and which will help you to settle your mind. And the more you're going to practice it on your own, you're going to realize the depth and the importance of the practice. Okay, now in the breathing exercises, there's going to be a lot of focus on the exhalation, and I usually like to explain why it's like that. Um, the fight and flight response in the body is linked to inhalation. Every time I do a workshop, I usually go through that process. So every time you're fearful, you take a deep breath in. So inhalation is linked to fight or flight response, whereas exhalation is linked to the parasympathetic nervous system of the body, the PNS, which is really responsible for cooling down the body. So every time you feel good, you actually do that. Okay, so in our breathing pattern, there's going to be a focus on the exhalation more than the inhalation, all right? And one breathing technique we're going to do is going to be the 4-7-8 breathing technique. So 4 for inhalation, 7 for retaining, and then 8 for exhalation. We're going to do 3 rounds of that, and then I'm going to let you kind of settle down a bit, okay, breathe normally, and then we're going to start another breathing pattern where there's going to be a focus on the exhalation more, where we're going to breathe out more than breathe in. All right. So to do that, you're just going to make sure that you are seated. So I'm guessing that you will be having your yoga mats when you do that. Just make sure that you have a straight back, okay? And then you drop your shoulders completely. So just pay attention to your shoulders and drop it, okay? And then you try to make your neck straight. So you can move your neck a bit just to make it a bit more relaxed, and then you try to bring it in balance, okay, in the middle like that. All right, and once we are in that position where we are straight, and we're not putting too much pressure to be straight, okay, it's a very relaxed way of being straight. All right, once you are in this position, and now we're going to start the 4-7-8 breathing technique, and I'm going to kind of guide you with my fingers. All right, so first of all, we're going to take normal breath in and out. So take a normal breath in through your nose. Feel your chest going up. Retain a bit, 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out from your mouth. And when you breathe out from your mouth, you let your body bend a bit in front. All right? And then you breathe again. You feel your chest going up like that. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you breathe out. Breathe in. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. And then you observe your body a bit. And then slowly you breathe in and you bring your body back to the original position. All right, so you'll notice that if you've done it well, you feel actually a bit more settled. And now we're going to start the 4-7-8 breathing technique. So you breathe in, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You stop breathing in, you retain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then now you breathe out from your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you breathe in for 4, you retain for 7, and then you breathe out from your mouth for 8. All right? We're going to redo it now. So breathe in, retain, and breathe out. And you observe your body. Normal breath in, normal breath out. Normal breath in, normal breath out, normal breath in, normal breath out. You start again, breathe in, retain, breathe out. And observe. Breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Start again. Breathe in, retain, breathe out. And you observe your body. Normal breath in, normal breath out, normal breath in, normal breath out, normal breath in, and normal breath out. Now you close your eyes and you observe your body. And now you breathe in, you count 1. And you breathe out from your mouth, 1, 2. So we're going to double the exhalation. And now you breathe in for a count of 2. 1, 2. And you breathe out for 4. And you observe. Normal breath in. Normal breath out. Normal breath in. Normal breath out. Breathe in for a count of 3. Observe my fingers. Retain. Breathe out for 6. And observe. Normal breath in. Normal breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Observe your body a bit. And now breathe in for a count of 4. Observe. Breathe out 8. Now let go of your breath and observe your body. And take a normal breath in, normal breath out, normal breath in, normal breath out, normal breath in, normal breath out. And now we take a breath in for a count of 5. Retain. Breathe out. And relax. Relax and just observe your body, and you keep your eyes closed. And you allow your body to breathe in when it feels like breathing in. And you breathe out when the body feels like breathing out. And you just observe your body. And no matter which thought comes, you allow it to come. Without clinging to it, you just allow it to come and go on its own. And slowly you now open your eyes. Alright, so you'll notice that your breath really slows down. Okay? You'll notice that you don't need to breathe that much. It's because your body reaches like an optimum level where it doesn't need that much oxygen to operate. Alright? This is why even my breath slowed down a lot when I did it. Now, with practice, you're able to experience this. And the more you practice, the more you start to experience glimpses of like deep peace and stillness, or moments where you were able to really bring that body and that nervous system to a very equanimity level where you can actually now have that clear vision where you can study well, you can make decisions well because you're not being swayed by emotions when you're thinking about the problem. So it helps you in your personal life, it helps you in studies, and in every situation, if you can bring that factor of peace and calmness in it, it ends up working out fine. So, so that was it. So I hope that you were able to get something positive or something informative out of it, and it helps you with your practice. And I wish all of you a happy Diwali. See you very soon. Bye bye.